Hello everyone, this is ICBs here and today we're going to be talking about Velma Season 2 Episode 3 and 4. And yeah, I am hoping that you would watch this video before running away knowing that we're talking about Velma. So yeah, without saying too much, let's start talking about the third episode. Velma catches William and her mother doing the deed in the last episode. Velma makes a deal with her mother to win the science fair because if she wins the science fair, her mother would stop seeing William, which sounds something really childish, and Velma kind of accepts the deal, which kind of makes Velma look like an idiot, and she's supposed to be a smart character, so yeah, it's really hard to take Velma seriously. On the other hand, Norville is trying to get rid of his hallucinations by using the research of his grandmother and actually zaps a part of his brain that controls empathy, causing him to, not hallucinate anymore. Plus, Norville has a whole shtick with his dad trying to force him to use drugs, and Norville just uses someone else's piece to pass the drug test that his dad routinely conducts on him. I just find this whole thing really disturbing and unnecessary, considering it's not even funny at all and just seems to be dragging the joke from season 1. Anyways, Daphne and Amber also enter the science fair and their project is all about manifestation. The whole point is that Daphne is getting closer to Amber and getting into witchcraft, and Velma absolutely hates it because it's not science, which I don't know, it's kind of annoying to keep hearing Velma that it's not science and all that she's believing is science. I know that canon Velma is also smart, but this version of Velma comes across as a big turd who thinks that she's smart but only comes across as an irritating bastard who won't stop sniffing her own arsehole just to tell everyone how smart she is, which she never comes across as smart in the entire show. She never does anything that is particularly intelligent. Fred does his project on a toast because apparently he doesn't know where toasts come from because he's a rich white dude that never touched grass. I mean, of course, this show does this revolutionary storytelling like this one because literally in Hollywood no one has the balls to make this kind of a joke a billion times. So props to Velma for doing that. I think Mindy Kaling deserves another medal from Uncle Joe Biden for this thing. Anyways, one thing that I actually kind of liked was that Dia, which is Velma's mother, is actually supporting Fred on his endeavor, and Fred finally gets to experience what it's like to have a good, loving parent. I mean, I see this man, Fred, going through shit in this entire show, and even if it's just for a short while that Fred has some emotional support from someone, I felt good about that. I don't know what to say. Anyways, Velma wins the science fair because William spent a ton of money to make Velma win because William is apparently sleeping with Velma's mother, so yeah, he made that happen. But Velma finally renounces wealth after saying how everyone hates her because they know that she won because the whole thing was rigged from the beginning. Anyways, Norville zaps his brain in the science fair, losing his empathy. He stands up to his father, calling him a loser, which causes detention for the whole the Velma gang and every other side character. That's where this episode ends. So let's talk about the fourth episode, and it starts with the Velma gang going to school for detention. When Daphne arrives at the school, she's kind of adopted the whole witchcraft thing, including the outfit, but she kind of looks like a member of some cult rather than a witch. And Velma, like most things, hates that Daphne is into witchcraft. Norville notices that his hallucinations are slowly coming back, just like his empathy. Amber suggests that Norville is actually haunted by the ghost of Fred's mother, which is a theory that really appeals to Fred because he's been all about it since the first episode. Amber decides to hold a seance to exorcise the ghost of Fred's mother from Norville. Velma agrees to the whole thing because she can use this opportunity to prove that Amber is actually a fraud. They perform the seance to exorcise the ghost, and for a second it does look like that something supernatural is happening, but Velma ends up saying that Amber was behind it all, accusing Amber of using some broken light switches and the air system to create the whole supernatural effect. This obviously really frustrates Daphne because all she needed was support from Velma. Even if Velma doesn't believe in witchcraft, Velma ends up saying really hurtful shit to Daphne and ends up pushing her away. I mean, this is the thing that I really hate about this version of Velma, among other things obviously, that she's incapable of empathizing with someone else. She literally makes everything about herself and makes her the center of the universe. I mean, I know that the show is named after her, but she just comes across as an arrogant, narcissistic prick. And it's Daphne's fault for expecting anything better from Velma. Damn it. That sentence sounded so wrong to say because saying that made me realize again that they are a couple in this shitty show. Anyways, Aman, who is Velma's father, goes around the school reminiscing about his younger years as a high schooler. There isn't much to it, but I think it's gonna play a role in the whole would-be mystery that this show is cooking up. Anyways, this is it for the 4th episode, and I'll be back again next week with the review of episode 5 and 6. I wish I could spend more time editing in this video, and if you've made it this far, you are aware of the lack of effort. But yeah, I've been really busy with my job and actually trying to find a different job as well, so it's been a rough month, and I assume it's going to continue on to get rough. So yeah, I'll hang in there and keep on making some more YouTube videos as I always do. So if you've made it this far, help me out by liking and subscribing to this channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, it's time for a goodbye.